So hi car people, welcome back to the channel. We are going to, well, I'm going to stop focusing on the Capri project because as you can see it's pretty daunting. I'm not going to focus on Pinky, the 205 19 GTI project for a bit because again it's a full-on scale. So what we're going to focus on now is this Mazda mx5 that I saved from a scrapyard. Oh yeah. So I want to be driving it by February. It's currently January, so we're going to have to go through it. It's not been on the road for 8 years. You want to check its MOT? It's not been on the road for 8 years, so we're going to go through it and see if it's going to pass, what work's going to need to be doing to it, and we're just going to focus on this baby for a while until I can drive it. The only thing I've purchased for it so far is some wheels and tyres because it definitely needed them, the hard top roof because being sat for 8 years outside, the soft top roof was pretty knackered. So from an MOT perspective, let's start there. Let's see what it's not going to pass on. Let's see what it's probably going to fail on. So the first thing an MOT tester is going to do is going to make sure all the doors open. One door opens, perfectly sound. Boot opens. Fuel cap opens. Where's the other door open? The door opens. Yeah, they're the original caps, the original wheels. We may go back to the Daisy wheels, I'm not too sure. Does the bonnet open? Oh, perfecto. All these things are required to open for the MOT. Door, boot. An MOT tester is allowed to lift the carpet up if he can do. Obviously with all this battery and stuff in here he can't. The only things he could test with a light, and literally for right in here, tap things, make sure the battery's secure, which this one definitely isn't. That battery is dead, so we're starting it off this one at the minute. But yeah, the boot opens. Fuel cap. Wow. Is there even a seal on it anymore? So as long as there's a seal on there, it's a pass. And also, it's got to be able to lock. Its locking mechanism is the fact that you can turn it in. Past that, can the door open from the outside? We're still a pass so far. Technically, if he can't do any of these things while the car is in the car park outside, you can refuse to test it. Way yellow. So we're already getting oxidisation in here. Again, it's not been on the road for 8 years, so something I would expect. Oh, rub straight off. So that's a good sign. That's going to need some attention. But yeah, so far, there's a bit of rust in there. Look. So far, we're doing good. Will she start? I don't really want to run it long in here because obviously I've got the doors closed. I don't want to gas myself to death. There we go. Oh, it's a good sign. Oh, it's a dead sign. Got a little bit of power, but not a lot. You don't want to just go straight away and attach these either. You want to make sure one's off, one battery at all times. So no, nothing can catch fire, nothing bad can happen. Alright then. Let's try again. All the car's batteries I've got are dead. Got a stack of batteries there, look, they're all dead. Oh, it's a little bit louder. Oh, the fans come on. Hello, car. Oh, it's got that Mark 1 mx5 knock. And there we go, she's a runner. So the next thing is going to run through is all the lights. All the telltales from the inside have got to work for this year of car as well. Horn. Horn works fine. Has it even got any wipers? Probably not, but do the washers work? One side a little bit better than the other, but I would have thought that was still okay. Wipers smearing the screen, so they're definitely fail, so it definitely needs wipers. Side lights dipped. At this point we're still only checking for the telltales, so you've got your main beam telltale perfectly sound. Left indicator, again it's a good indication that it's ticking at the correct time, because in the UK as well, if it's ticking really fast you've probably got a bull bar and you know which side it's on as well. Again, it's fine that. Hazards, fine. And rear fog being an import, it's got a little switch. So let's go to the outside and make sure that they're all working. Side repeater working perfectly. Again, you can move the lights, both lights are working. Side light, again, nice. Hello. Is that being turned into the fog? I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, it hasn't got an under fog light. So has somebody made that into the fog light? That'd be interesting. Has someone made the high level brake light into the fog light? Another way we can easily see. Yeah, there we go. Someone turned the high level brake light into a fog light. I quite like that. Nice, cheeky. Keeps the back end looking nice instead of you having a great horrible gash of a fucking rear light hanging out the back. But so far we're looking alright. Side repeater, again, it's loose, it can be failed. Side lights, both dip lights, indicators, nothing's loose. We know both the things are working as well, because you can physically see it change on both sides, so you know they're both working fine. What about brake lights? I've got a nice white door, so it's pretty easy for me. I'll just turn all these off. Have I got two brake lights? I have indeed, two brake lights. So far lights at a glance is a pass. The only thing I can't check is the level. We'll have to leave that up to the time of the test, and if it's out, get them to adjust it. So we've looked at the lights, we've looked at the general bodywork from the outside. It looks okay. The next thing that an MOT tester would be looking at is your wheels and tyres, brakes, suspension components up in the air. So I'll drop the bonnet. Well, actually, missed a step. It'd look under your bonnet. He'd get his light, he'd look in there, he'd make sure there was no corrosion in there. We can do that. Let's get a light out on the phone. There's a little bit of corrosion in there, look. It's nothing to worry about, just surface corrosion, a bit more surface corrosion down there. Again, there's a little bit. I expect this because it was sat outside for 8 years, as you can clearly see. Strut top mounts look fine. All the chassis legs look okay. Mark 1 mx5s don't really suffer from chassis leg damage or corrosion. It was the Mark 2s and 2.5s that did really. These suffer on sills. So let's see what we've got. So we'll drop the bonnet and we'll get her up in the air. Right, we'll get her up in the air and I'll see you when it's up in the air. And we're back. Right, you can see now that we've got it up in the air. All four wheels are off the ground. You don't have to go to such a length to get all four wheels off the ground. I don't know any MOT station that's got the ability, or I've ever been in, that's got the ability to pick all four wheels up at once and test it with a car completely off the ground. Also, from the beginning, I missed two things to look at, didn't I? Seat belts. You got to make sure the seat belts clip in and work perfectly fine, and you got to make sure that your mirrors are alright. This mirror more so than the other side. The other side, your mirror can be completely missing, still passes MOT, provided there's this mirror here and your interior mirror. So yeah, next thing we're going to look at is we're going to see if they're playing anything. And I just so happen to have the best torch in the world for the job. Oh, yeah. So these discs, again, 8 years off the road. It's not done it too well. Them brakes, I dare say that's not going to turn, that one. Oh yeah, that is properly stuck on. There you go. We can just get a bit of movement on it, but with that being stuck on, if there was any play in there, it would hide it. Anyway, again, you're gonna want to check your tread at this point. I know these are all right. The other side of the original wheels, so they're knackered anyway, but that'll be what ends up on it eventually anyway. So again, we'll go around to this side. Brakes again, look. Oh, yeah, it's slight bind on this again. You can still turn it eventually. If you could drive it, that would just pull that off. Tyre sizes, where you want to make sure all the tyre sizes are correct. Tread's alright. Again. Oh, have we got any play in anything? No. Around to the front. Have we got any play in anything? Again, what are these brakes like? Again, just as bad luck. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it rather turn the steering than it would the actual wheel. Oh, solid. Oh, totally solid. Ah, no play on that side. Round to the other side. What we can get to. Oh, got a small leak coming in. Deal with that later. No play there. No play there. Oh, it does turn though. We're seeing this side's not fared so bad brakes wise. Oh, we'll do some of them brakes later. Alright, there we go. So we've determined there's no play in anything. But obviously it doesn't stop there. From the angle an MOT tester can look at the car, he's going to see a lot more than we are right now. So, what do we do next? We're going to have to take these wheels off. We're going to have to take these wheels off and have a good proper look at it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Right then guys, I'll be back with you in a second. Right then, so here we are. Let's get the wheels off. Now, obviously, depending on what your budget is, what you want to buy, how into cars you are, how much you want to work on them, you can just start with a simple ratchet and the appropriate sized socket, but I'm pretty lucky to have this bad boy. So we'll use this. It's going to be a lot faster. Take these wheels off. I will not be keeping these standard nuts. We're going for the obvious bad boy tuner nuts. I know what colour yet though. I have to troll wish.com to see what's on there. Meh. Obviously do not buy them from off there. I don't know about their quality. I've seen many a YouTube video proving that they're just not worth it. You might as well just buy some from the UK or US or wherever you are. Actually, you put these wheels one by one with the rest of them. With the bad boy tool bag. Oh, starting to see how bad these brakes are. I'll have a look at the rest of the suspension system as well, because you know it's going to be not very nice. The car being sat for 8 years, not good. Doesn't do them any good, unless, well, they put them in a garage like this. Then they can fare a lot better putting them in a garage like this. Don't want to lose me nuts. Yeah, no, maybe. There we go. Just don't want to come out. I reached the limit of 2 in there. Because it's such a deep socket and it's not got a bottom on it, you can get in there pretty well. Get at least 2 nuts in there. You don't want to put that on the nice wheels, don't mind putting it on the not so nice. Yeah, I know I've got a fuck ton of wheels and tyres. Again, depending on how dedicated you are to cars, you end up like this. Can't stop buying them. Project car, buy it! Then you end up with nearly every single car you own as a project car. So, that's what this is all about. I'm determined to get this one at least on the road so I can use it. Again, don't want to lose the nuts. You'll put them down, you'll lose them. Bag and tag them normally. But trust me, even bagging and tagging after you've got 6 projects is not good. You again start to forget where they are. Alright, and there we go. 1 torch. Now this side, the brakes do not move at all. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Wahey! Yeah, it's pretty crusty. Oh, let's get a good look in here, eh? Ah, yes. Extremely crusty. You can see where I painted it. Springs look alright, so they'd still pass an MOT. I wonder why the bottom of the shocks are black, but they're really yellow. Because the yellow shocks on these mx5s usually means they're Bilstein shocks. That'd be nice. It's an import, so I think it probably came with Bilstein shocks. Anyway, Yeah, brake hose, I mean, oh yeah, that's gonna want changing. Brake pipes don't look too bad from there. Wishbone arms and all the bushes look not so good. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Super crust. Nice. Very nice indeed. This is tiny. Oh, looks like somebody's put the discs in back in the wrong place. Or they snapped the bolts in and that's why they've put them on diagonally, so it hides the fact that the bolts are snapped. Very, very common. And look, there's still all green on it from when it was sat. Nice! Let's go and have a look at the front. Bit of green. Oh my god, yeah. Well, there we go. I can't wash cars. That's not really a secret. Anybody who knows me personally knows washing cars is not my forte. Again, crusty. Bit of crust. Are these shocks the same then? Yeah. So it's they've got to be Bilstein shocks on that. Anybody who watches this video at some point in time, yellow shocks on their mx5, Bilsteins. Let me know. Yeah, there you go. Part work in there is a little crusty as well. Again, all the bushes have perished. It doesn't look very nice. I think I can see me dragging all this out now. Dead good. So what I thought might be a quick and nice, easy little put back on the road job might not be so. Oh yeah, look at that. Subframe's all crusty as well, and I don't do rusty. It's not good. Is that split there? Of course it is. So bottom ball joints are split. But the top ones have as well. Let's do a quick swing around. Oh, it looks like the tractor ends are split as well. Of course they have. So we're gonna want, yeah, it's all wants dragging out and cleaning, doesn't it? A lot wants dragging out and cleaning. Ah, there we go, look. Upper ball joint, dead. This all looks so nice to remove. That bottom ball joint, I'm pretty sure that's a bolting ball joint, the look of it. But that top one, can you remove that top one? It doesn't look like it. I don't think it's got a circle up underneath it. No, so that might be complete upper arms that have to be new. Oh my god, crusty. Well, I've got a little secret for crusty stuff, and I think that's definitely going to be a next video job, that. All this crusty brakes and that. I've not seen anybody else do it on YouTube yet, so it might be a first for everyone. Oh, I'll check all four corners before we call it a night. Yeah, see, this is the only one I didn't paint, and as you can see, look, there's barely any rust on this car at all. It's literally just all surface. A little bit of surface corrosion. Oh yes. Are the shocks doing a repeat? Yeah, of course they are. This is where I get a wet arse. A bit of an oil leak. Doesn't look too bad though. Yeah, bottom ball joint split. Top ball joint, possibly. Yeah, I can get my finger inside it, so that's the split one as well. All these bushes again are all pretty much dead. Because it's a 1.6, the brakes are tiny. I've seen the 1.8 brakes are a lot bigger. A lot bigger. The exhaust nice and crusty. Right now we might go original exhaust, or we'll go aftermarket. Nearly everything else I've got exhaust wise is aftermarket. Last one. Yeah, I mean it's a repeat all round in it, crusty. Again with the maybe Bilstein shocks, because they're yellow. Who would paint them black though? Paint them black just to hide the fact They're Bilstein shops, I don't know. Don't know why anyone would do that. Ooh, crusty. Okay, the boot floor's a little crustier than I thought. I'm gonna take all these bumpers off my hair. Good look at that as well. Yeah, all the bushes are nice and crusty. They're all going to need replacing. Okay. Well, looks like it's a little bit worse than I thought it was. She's crusty. Not too happy with the crustiness. It looked a little bit better on the day I bought it. That was a while ago though. So, alright, there we go. We'll leave it there for now, and the next episode, video, whatever you want to call it, we're going to sort some of that crustiness out. And on that one, goodbye everybody. Remember, subscribe, comment, don't. It's totally up to you. I don't control anyone. Bye bye.